Hello there guys, welcome back. This week we're going to be talking about how to create a dynamic chain using Maya hair in Maya. So first thing we do is we're going to use obviously the IK spline system together with Maya hair, and then make it dynamic so you don't have to animate. This is mostly used for things like tail, antennas, or extra overlapping animation that you need in your character that you might think that is quite complicated to do it by hand. So you can create a system that later on you can add and then create that extra animation for the system. Okay, so I'm gonna go and check it as I created this change here, so I'm just gonna check that I have everything in the right. Oops, I'm gonna just take this to join here, and I'm just gonna select. So you see the local rotation axes are all, have harmony, so they're all together working. So all the Y's are up, all the Z's in one direction, and all the X are twisting. So that's fine. So the first thing we need to do is I'm gonna go and create a curve. Okay, so I'm gonna use this as a master. So and this is the one that I'm gonna put animation to it, and then the rest is gonna come from this joint on down. It's gonna come all the way the tail automated. So I'm gonna go here into the side view, and I'm just gonna go and create the curve. So I'm gonna go into Create, CV Curve Tool, and I'm gonna go and CV Curve Tool here. Go into the options and make sure that I'm in cubic, so you get some smooth. Otherwise, you get linear, you get a straight line. So just gonna start here. So I want to press V, so I snap to every single one of the points. V. So we click here, and we create the joint that goes with in every single one of these joints. So we create all that curve there. So we press V again. So I'm gonna go here and there, and that's the last one. Yeah, there you go. So you got the curve now. If you want to see the points, you're gonna go here into display NURBS, and I'm just gonna make sure that is CV. So you can see all the CV points are right there, one on top of each other. Okay. So the first thing they need to do is I'm gonna turn this curve into dynamic. Okay. So I'm just gonna call it here tail curve. Okay. So I'm gonna select the curve, and I'm just gonna go into the effects module here, and I'm gonna go into End Hair. So make selected curves dynamic. Okay. So at the moment, if you play it, you see there is some sort of animation already, and it automatically creates a hair system, which is the one that holds all the attributes for the whole hair system. You have loads of follicles, and then create the follicle, which is pretty much the actual curve that you have. So this is the follicle that comes along with everything. So this is the one you have to bring along with the main joint. So the nucleus is the one that runs the system. So pretty much is the sort of like engine on the background running all the simulation based on the parameters that you put on a hair system or the per follicle system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna I'm gonna go. Do I have this? I think, which is the one that is animated. I'm just gonna hide. It's actually gonna hide the. I'm gonna hide this, which is the follicle. So I'm just gonna press H. Gonna hide that, and then the one that is visible is the one that is animated. So this is the one that we're going to be using for our IK spline system. Okay, so if you want, you can probably get the hair system and the actual follicle here into the attribute editor. You got a hair system that controls everything, and you got a follicle that controls per curve system. So here I'm just going to put this the point lock, which put it on the base. So when you play the simulation now, you see that the hair goes down. Okay, so I'm just gonna put more points here. Gonna put probably 1,000 frames. So now you can see that the curve is automatic now. So all the animation based on gravity and things and damping and things that you put in there in the end close system. So sorry, in the end hair system. Right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create now the IK spline system now. So I'm just gonna go to my nose a little bit here. So yeah, so when I create the IK spline system, gonna go back into rigging, gonna go into skeleton, IK spline handle here, reset this, and what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna check off the just auto create curves, so we don't have do we have auto create? Yeah, auto create curve. That's the only one we need. So reset this auto create curve so it doesn't create it. Okay, so I'm gonna put the curve here so the curves come along with the other one, so it's all taken care of. Right? Okay. Till debating, do I leave it on? Multi-parent? No, let's leave it at that. Okay, so we got that. So I'm gonna close this, and I'm just gonna. When you don't create a curve, or or the automatic curve system is off, what you do is you click on the beginning, you click at the end, and the next click has to be the curve, and you automatically realize that the third click is actually for the curve, and it creates that other controlling curve. So we go here from here to here, and then we click on the curve here. There you go. So now it created the IK here that it has the system work. So now you can see the join comes along now, because the joins are bound by the IK spline, which at the same time is bound by the curve, where at the same time the curve is being controlled by the automatic nucleus her system. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Okay, so that's all done. So it's pretty much what you need. Obviously, you're going to have some sort of geometry bound with this. The other thing as well you have to make sure is that when you're working with simulation, make sure that here in the time slider, the play every frame is on. Don't put it in 24 frame, because you might crash, the computer might crash, because you're going to try to keep up with the speed of the playback, and you need to play every frame in order for the simulation to work, because every frame is a sub-step, so you need to have that. So you got that, and that's what we have so far. So at the moment, if I take, for example, this, like the original curve, which is the master here, you see, I'm gonna create a quick animation. Probably I'm gonna set a key here and 500. The oops, I'm gonna put it in where the set goes to, let's say here, and we press another keyframe here. So now at the moment this guy comes along, but the tail doesn't come along, and the reason for that is because you need to bring along the follicle. Okay, and the follicle is this one, this guy here. So we have to bring this, so we have to parent constrain this guy to the actual join, this one. So master, slave, constrain, parent constrain. So now this guy comes along. So now when you bring it along, let's hide this guy because that's the original curve. So now you can see that the curves comes along because you bring in the follicle along. You could have done that just the follicle. So it comes along here, then automatically is being automatically it's just sort of inherit the movement of the master, in this case the join, which is bringing the follicle. So if the follicle has animation, then that energy is being passed on into the nucleus system. Okay, and if you want to see that, for example, we can just probably do this to go up and down like this. So we can create like, that will be, yeah, the y. So I'm just going to create an expression here. So create any expression. I'm going to take this, put it down there just to test it. We'll take sine of time, and I think we have to put this times 3, I think, and we're going to put this time 20. Let's say 20. So we create that. Okay, so close that and just go here and see what happened. See, at the moment obviously it's way too much, and I think what we can do is probably take the hair system, go into the actual follicle here, and then do a little bit of changes into the actual properties or the dynamics. You go this follicle is just transform per follicle override here, so we can probably. So we can do it. Do we have to do it here? Where can we do it? So no, we're probably going to do it in the hair system. Yeah. I think you had to actually follicle override dynamics. So you can override dynamics here, and then you will have access to all this. So I think we can. Well, in this case, we can just go and do it in the main because it's only one hair. So we go here, collisions. No. Where are the dynamic properties? There you go. Bending resistance. Let's put more bending resistance, probably 5. So it's a bit stiffer. Yeah, so we got that there, and a little bit of probably drag, and a little bit of damping, so it loses energy. You can see now it's a bit stiffer now, but I think probably we can sort of calm this down by taking, I think this expression, I think this is way too fast, probably 1.3 edit. So let's see, this will show you see there's more subtle there. Obviously this is not the real time, this is only playing real time. You're not playing at 24 frames per second. You have to catch it out and then create the real time or the 24 frame per second that you want to see. That's going to be just final animation timing. So I think there's a little bit damping a little bit there. So yeah, that's more like it. So, and again, if you twist it around and spin, then it will actually inherit the animation. You can see that the tail is animated, and it's sort of inheriting the energy, the animation that this guy or the master is bringing along. In this case, our main joint there. Okay. Again, this is not going to be the real time. The real time you have to go and catch this out and then create. This is a really nice animation. So you need to catch all this out and then do a play blast, and then you will see the actual real time 24 frames per second what it looks like. So just don't trust too much of this. This is only playing 1 frame at a time. Okay. All right, guys, this is it for now. Thank you very much, and I think that was an extra class that you can just probably use in your projects in the future there. Thank you very much. Bye bye.